Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Pretend Problems Podcast. I'm Kelsey Cook.
And I'm Chad Daniels.
Oh my God, it's good to see you.
Well, it's good to be back. I have to announce, normally I don't announce my name. I say I'm someone else, but we're moving to your YouTube channel.
We've moved to my YouTube as of this episode.
We just want to make sure that everybody knows who's who, and then I can start fucking around again next episode.
And that you're not Richard Cunningham or whatever weird person you say you are for
Correct.
the episode. So if you're new to us on my YouTube, hello. If you have been here for the last almost 2 years, hi. We're probably just going to give some little explanations this episode just for the new people. But this is Pretend Problems, where Chad and I, who are comedians and also lovers, we live in a house together in Minnesota, and every week we are just talking about mostly pretend problems in our life. Occasionally a real problem rears its head.
Yeah,
and we
for
work
an
through
example, we were complaining last week about not being together because you like being in this giant house and I like being at the lake cabin. Oh, you guys have two houses and you can't pick which one to live in? So that's a very pretend problem.
That is a very, very pretend problem. That sounds so shitty.
It does sound shitty, but it's our reality.
Yeah.
You know?
We're not bazillionaires. Chad just bought a sweet little lake cabin.
I got in on the ground floor right before COVID. And then everything blew up after COVID because, the government gives farmers subsidies and then they don't do anything with them. They just fucking buy stuff and gamble. At least the North Dakota ones. I've seen it. So don't write in. I've seen it.
So anyway, Chad had the cabin before we got together. And then when I moved here, we bought a house together. And that's like our current little summer situation we've been navigating is wanting to be together as much as possible. And yet Chad is a lake man. He's a water man.
I love water.
And I don't even like to shower.
That is also true. I have this pillow on my lap. Sorry for the people that have been here forever, but I have this pillow on my lap, not for boners, not to hide my stomach, but just because it's comfortable to put my hands on it. Keeps my arms out, and I like that.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I'm positive.
Okay.
Because otherwise they're like up here, and I don't like that. I like being right here, but I need them out a little bit.
It's very Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah. And it's why I sleep with another pillow, right? Because it props my arm out. Because otherwise, get down here, squishes everything.
If you're watching on YouTube, the cat on my lap is named Mia. Poe is our golden doodle on the ground who ripped the hottest fart right as we were about to start recording. And Chad, just an absolute genius, bought hand fans from Amazon for us to blow Poe's farts away from our faces.
Well, it was mostly, ingenuity stems from necessity.
Okay.
And I believe that's right. And I would always blow his farts, and you're like, why the fuck are you blowing them towards me? It's like, well, because he's in the middle of us. So it's like a hot gas tug of war via blowing.
Yeah.
And I was always winning. And so I thought, well, at least I'll give you a fan for a fighting chance.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
If you're also wondering why we moved it over to my YouTube, your girl got the check mark. I got verified, which means we got a sweet little plaque in the background. And I think that means sometimes they can push the video out a little more. And so we thought, you know what?
Got me.
We're going to give it a shot. We've been doing the podcast for a couple years over on Chad's YouTube and also just where you get audio for podcasts. And we thought, well, fuck it. Let's bring it over to mine, get a new group of subscribers listening, and we'll just see how it goes. So if you're an old listener, we love you. If you're new, welcome. Hello. I was in Columbus for the first time last weekend for shows. And I was shocked at how much I fucking loved it there.
It's great. I've had nothing but, that's not true, but I've had a lot of good experiences in Columbus.
Okay. I don't know what it was about that city. When I was going into it, I pictured that it was just one giant bowling alley.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, it was.
So Columbus is where, people might not know this, but they test a lot of products Like a company comes up with a new product and they'll test it in the Columbus area because that is what they think most of the average Americans want.
Okay.
So when you're doing comedy there and killing, like you did, that's great because then it means you could probably kill anywhere. Frank Sinatra wrote the song about the wrong city. He said it was New York, but if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Fuck that. So you go to Columbus and you go, oh, I'm fucking taking the fucking subway and this guy's jerking off onto me. And people in Columbus are like, what the fuck's going on? We want normal stuff. Stop talking like that. And so I love New York and I love New York comics. Obviously, I have a lot of friends there. But when I was younger and emceeing and featuring, anytime there was a headliner from New York, we would try to guess how many times they'd mention they're from New York.
Yeah.
And because we'd always be like, I think you could tell a story about the subway without saying you're from New York. I think you just say you wrote it if you want.
People know.
Yeah. I'm from New York, and so I take the subway. It's like, yeah, no, we got it.
You didn't take your horse.
Yeah, you're not taking the Indianapolis subway. Are you sure?
Yeah. But I just had such a good time. So there were many, many sweet people who came through the merch line, said you were podcast listeners, you're just the nicest. And then I also, unfortunately, I had some people come through the merch line and be like, hey, like, it's so great to meet you. I commented on your post on Facebook today, but your manager responded and said that you don't, you don't respond to comments and to like not interact and all this. And I was like, no. I was like, that is a scam account. That's a scammer. Don't fall for that. I had multiple people saying that. Facebook, it's not really been an issue on Instagram or TikTok, but Facebook in particular has been running wild with scams left and right.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're going to pick a platform to try and scam people,
that's where the olds
you go for the olds. You go for the olds, the susceptible. It's unfortunate. But, I mean, this was like a sweet young girl who was saying this. And I get it because some of these fake accounts, they'll like Photoshop a blue check mark in their profile picture to make it look like they're.
Fuck?
I'll show you. It's fucking crazy to make it look like they're verified. And they'll look up what my manager's name is and they'll create a fake profile.
Interesting.
Some people are so fucking sick that they will make fake profiles of my mom, who, as many of you listeners know, has dementia, has not been on social media for years because of her illness. And people will make fake accounts of my mom, comment on my followers' comments, and be like, I'm her mom. I run a fan club. If you click this link, I can get you backstage passes. Just enter your personal information. Like, it's so insane. And they'll find pictures of her and make that their profile picture. And
sure.
And then the majority are a million fake accounts of me. Again, it's just, so I'm like, by the time this comes out, I will have posted it. I had to make like a statement.
Yeah.
I've never had to do something like this before, but it's getting to the point where I was heartbroken in the merch line with people thinking that that was my actual manager telling people like, oh, don't, like, she won't respond. It's like, I do respond to you guys. Like, that is me. You just have to make sure that it's my actual account, not one of these fake ones. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I was about to say, if you fall for that manager scam, you're 2 steps away from falling from an Arabian Prince scam.
Right.
But that's not true. If they're photoshopping the blue check mark, I would fall for that shit. I'd be like, I guess her manager fucking... I know your manager, and I'd still be like, yeah, that's probably right.
Right, yeah.
So who knows?
Some of them are way more obvious of a spam account than others, but some of them, like, they do a good job. And we had lots of like comics reaching out saying, hey, I got an email from your manager saying like an offer to be on your podcast and offering a lot of money. And I'm like, none of that's real, but they make an email look very real. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not one fake account for me. It's pretty good. Everybody's like, who fucking cares about that guy? We don't need to make a fake account for him. I don't answer everybody. I think at this point, everyone knows I don't answer messages.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
And so, cause I haven't answered a message on Facebook in, probably 4 years.
Oh, yeah. Facebook is like, we're not really seeing any of that shit, but like a comment, I try to look at the comments on my posts and respond when I can when somebody's not being deranged.
I also don't do that.
Oh, okay.
But only because it's like you take the time to write the joke. You go to the place to tell the joke. You pay money to have it recorded. You pay someone, to your social media person, to put it online.
Yeah.
And then now I got to go sift through all that shit. It's enough.
I know.
It is enough. It's like, hey, lot. If you like it, God, thank you. If you don't, I also get that. But I can't. I'm not willing to do that.
Yeah, understandable.
And
you gotta protect your peace.
I never go on Facebook because sometimes I get emails that go, "Hey," and then it says my mom's name just commented on someone's Facebook post, and I'm like, "Well, I'm never going there. Why the fuck would I ever go somewhere where my mom is commenting on political posts?"
Oh God, no. Yeah.
I don't want to see that shit.
No.
I don't want to have to uninvite someone to Christmas. It's crazy.
Yeah, Facebook is the Wild West. It's also the platform where I get the meanest comments by far. I just showed you one recently about like, I was wearing a nice sweater on stage. Oh, fucking dressed her, puke emojis. It's craziness.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And then you go to her profile picture and it's two different guys finger banging her. You're like, okay, we get it. You don't like the hoodie, but maybe leave your panties on just for a sec.
What have you been doing?
I was just at the lake.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times, right, I have this beautiful home and the cabin, and I can do a lot of shit because I'm old and I've had a lot of opportunities for stuff to break. And so a lot of times you will comment, you go, God, you're such a man. You can fix all that stuff. I'm going to tell you something. Backing a trailer up can suck my dick. I am so bad at that. I don't get it. It's like, I don't know if you've ever tried to cut your hair in a mirror, but you move it this way and it's the wrong way. You're trying to go this way. It's it doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. And so if there's any Tech Mobile fans listening, remember how you could score with Bo Jackson, where you just go up to the top and down to the bottom and up to the top, and the whole time they're diving and missing? That's what I look like when I'm backing up a trailer. I have to stop and fully turn the wheel. I mean, there's other grown men there in camo watching me, just going like, oh, they have their big fucking fishing boats ready to go fishing. And I'm just like, gotta get my jet ski in, boys. Don't worry about me. Toodle-doo, toodle-doo. And I'm like backing it up and they're like, what fucking, it's a straight line, dude. I'm like, not for me, it isn't. I'm like one hand steering like this, just like parade waving. I'm so bad at it.
Oh my God.
I even told her, she goes, do you want me to get out and help? I go, I'll fucking run you over. Stay in the car. I don't need you behind me. I'm already struggling enough. I don't also want to have to worry about running my daughter over with a jet ski.
Do you want to graduate college? Then stay in the car.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. And it's high school graduation time. Well, I guess it's college graduation time too. Graduation season is upon us.
Graduation season is upon us.
Yeah. And wedding season.
Yep.
Are we going to go to some weddings?
Yeah, I got invited to 2 on the same day.
Well.
So that's tough. So you know what I might do? I might do the old chemistry cross out. Don't go to either. Okay. Stay home. It's like, listen, you both cancel each other out. I can't go to either one, so I'm not going to pick. I'll be at home.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here's, tell me where your registry is.
Yeah, to Toastgate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I used to do I've been to so many high school graduations. I have children that have graduated and all their friends invite you, right? Mm-hmm. And so I thought I was ahead of the game. I'm going to tell you this. I used to get Dr. Seuss's All the Places You Will Go. Was that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I used to get that book, but you used to have to go back in the book section to get it.
Okay.
Now it is displayed in front as a graduation present idea.
Really?
And so I thought like, hey, this is really good. I loved that book when I was little. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to give it to these kids. And I tape money to the back page.
Oh, you're a sneaky bitch.
Well, it's one of these things like, if you read the book, I go, hey, I hand it to him and I go, I really, really think you should read this book cover to cover. And then I write my little thing. I don't get a card because that's dumb. I mean, I think it's the card industry, right? It's like $8 for a card. I write on the front page.
You give me cards all the time.
Yeah, but for this stuff.
Oh, okay.
I write on the front page, and then I tape the money to the back, and then I just see. And then occasionally I'll get the old, hey, man. Like I'll get a text message. Thanks for that money, dude. Like,
that's fun.
Yeah, so that is fun. So I'm going to do that. But now I don't get that book anymore because now it feels hack because it's up front.
Yeah.
And so now I just get very specific things like today, after this, we are going to the graduation party of an amazingly accomplished young man. And he was accepted into West Point and the Naval Academy. The Naval Academy has a lower acceptance rate. So he's going there because it's like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And I got him a couple of like history of the Navy books and like stuff like that where he could like go through it and know some shit. That way when a captain's yelling at him like, you don't know shit about the Navy, and he's like, well, technically I can remember.
Yeah.
And then we're going to one next week, and this kid is a golfer, so I just got him something funny because he's also a very funny young man, and it was 300 excuses for why you hit a bad shot.
Oh,
and I just thumbed through some of the pages. Pretty funny. But I'm also going to tape money to the back of these books.
I love it.
See what happens.
You know, it'd be kind of like a funny sick burn is if you somehow had an autographed copy of All the Places You'll Go with Dr. Seuss's autograph in the very back of the book. And those kids would just like sit on what could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that would be. He and I have the same. If there were ever a birthday group where you got to go around and talk to people with your same birthday and ask them for things. I mean, he's one of them.
Same birthday as you.
March 2, Bon Jovi, no big deal. I think there's some more.
I don't think I have anybody on mine.
I bet you do.
Bummer.
Just haven't looked it up.
Oh, all right. Do you want to get into trivia?
Let's do it. Okay. So for the new people, trivia has almost broken us up 9 times.
9 times? 9 times.
So, but I've calmed down. I've dedicated an entire 4 sessions of therapy to this, and so I should be able to do this.
We did it successfully last episode, and we were just cruising through it. So,
I can also read a highway sign from 2 miles away. Can't read a card right in front of my fucking dumb face. All right.
This is a game called Mind the Gap, by the way, if you ever feel like... It's not sponsored. It's just if you feel like playing with friends or family. It's very fun. It's like different trivia questions based on the decade that the person grew up in. So Chad reads a millennial card for me, and I read a boomer card for him. I'm kidding, Gen X. Oh, what?
I know.
Were you practicing it since the last episode?
No, but you earned that one. You earned that one. Normally when I'm laughing, I'm actually laughing and it's hard to shut it off. But this time I was not actually laughing. I was pissed.
That was really good.
Who thought we were going to argue about generations and not the questions?
Everybody. Okay. Who starred in the Death Wish movies about a man who metes out vigilante justice?
Charles Bronson.
That is correct.
Thank you. And that's actually before my time.
Yeah, I was going to say, that seems that's pretty old.
I was very young when that was happening.
Okay.
So that's a pretty good pull.
Good for you.
Yeah, because I am on the other side of the halfway mark of Gen X. I'm barely Gen X. I'm genillennial.
Genial.
I'm
genital.
No. Whoa.
I'm
Is that Amy Schumer's kid?
Oh, that's right.
Genital.
Yeah.
I think they changed it.
They changed it, I think.
Who starred opposite Ice Cube in the 1995 film Friday?
Chris Tucker.
That is correct.
What device helped turn a lamp on without touching it?
The clapper.
The clapper. Expired.
We got that for my grandma.
Yeah.
And it like takes a second. So she would clap and then get frustrated. And while it was turning on, clap again. So then it would shut off. This bitch strobe light herself to fucking sleep. To sleep. In the MTV cartoon Beavis and Butthead, what 2 bands were featured on their t-shirts?
Kiss and AC/DC?
AC/DC and Metallica.
Shit. Okay. In Tommy Two Tone's 80s hit, what number did you call to get Jenny?
867-5309.
Yeah, that's right.
This artist started out as a fly girl on In Living Color, then went on to star in the biopic Selena. Sorry, looking for Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo.
Yeah. Okay. What was Gambino crime boss John Gotti's nickname for being charged?
Teflon Don.
Yeah, so good. Okay.
Yeah, so one of my best friends, Christian.
Yeah.
I probably maybe I don't know if I've told this on here, but we became best friends. We were extras in the movie Father's Day, and we met in line. And then the first time we ever hung out, I took my wallet out for something, and he saw I had a picture. You know the little plastic picture thingies. Mm-hmm. I had a picture of John Gotti first.
Now, where did you get that?
Out of the newspaper.
Okay.
And then he goes, "Is that a picture of John Gotti?" And I go, "Yeah, why?" He takes his wallet out. First picture in his plastic thingies, John Gotti from the newspaper. Different pictures, but still.
Did we just become best friends? Yup.
I mean, it was pretty insane. Because we both loved the idea that he took care of his community and had to make some tough decisions about murdering people that were not great.
So funny. That must be such like a generational boy thing around that time.
No, just to be an awesome thing. If you're awesome, you like John Gotti. It's just as simple as that. In 1997, this immigrant from Czechoslovakia became the first female Secretary of State in U.S. history.
Oh, Christ. I don't know.
Madeleine Albright.
God, she always pops up in Trivial Pursuit.
And some porn, interestingly enough.
Really?
Czechoslovakia roots, probably. The Eastern Bloc. A lot of porn coming out of there.
Really?
A lot of uncircumcised porn coming out of there.
I just thought that was a for sure fact. You said that.
No.
So matter of fact.
No,
I was like,
and I wasn't trying to trick you. I thought it was
obvious.
Probably she wasn't in porn if she was the... Okay.
That's how little I know about her.
It's okay.
So, what phrase did the character Harry Callahan utter in the 1983 film Sudden Impact?
Harry Callahan, Sudden Impact. I don't know.
Go ahead, make my day.
Oh, fucking fuck. Harry Callahan, Dirty Harry. God damn it. What Valley Speak word usually meant male, but also was a word for person, hey you, are you serious, and wow?
Another word for male? M-A-L-E or M-A-I-L?
M-A-L-E.
Another word for male. Did?
Did.
Dead. I was going to say like, but I was like, that's not. That can't be it.
No, that wouldn't have been it.
Oh my God. Another
successful trivia.
Another successful trivia. My God. Who are we? What a great day. This episode is sponsored by Factor Form. I don't know when the last time was that you guys had a super healthy meal and that it was also delicious, but I am sure it made you feel so good. And maybe you've had that same feeling when taking a supplement, but if you haven't, now you can with Factor Form. Most of us dread drinking greens, but Factor Form has changed the game. You'll actually crave your greens. As a sister brand to Factor Meals, Factor Form was designed to work hand in hand with your meals, making better nutrition effortless. Daily Greens is a greens powder by Factor Form that you will actually look forward to drinking. Just one scoop delivers 100% of your daily nutrients, filling nutrient gaps, supporting whole body health, and helping you feel your best. You know, some days, I think especially in the summer, we're like running around sometimes, you're like eating a hot dog, you're just like having a lemonade, you're maybe not always getting everything you need, and it's so nice to just start your day and have this daily greens and just know that no matter what the rest of the day, you're covered. With a refreshing, citrusy, clean, and smooth taste that's actually enjoyable to drink, mix a single serve pack in water and you are good to go.
I actually had the protein powder they sent. Mm-hmm. I tried it by itself with water, and I'm going to tell you something, it's great. And I've used a lot of protein powder, name brand stuff that you've heard of.
Yeah.
And I never could do it just by itself. It grosses me out. This was great. It dissolved well. I put it in a shaker, just a little bit. Then I used the entire rest of it to make a smoothie.
Ooh, smart.
I put a frozen banana. I put in some peanut butter. Ooh. And normally I put in spinach, but I didn't have any today. And I'm going to tell you something. It was fantastic.
Wow.
Nice and creamy, exactly what you're looking for a smoothie. So I will have it again. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, you thought putting a meal in the microwave for 2 minutes was easy. Shaking this up was so fast and easy.
Truly. Daily Greens by Factor Form, it's made from real vegetables, packed with a whole serving of kale and spinach without tasting like it. In a blind taste test, Daily Greens ranked #1 in taste, texture, and aroma, beating out the biggest names in the industry. Within days, you'll feel the difference: more energy, less bloat, sharper focus. Start your day right with Daily Greens by Factor Form at factorform.com/pretend to get 40% off plus free shipping on your first order. That's factorform.com/pretend for 40% off plus free shipping. Factorform.com/pretend. Now back to the show. Okay, we're going to read some tour dates, and then we've got so many good questions. We just had a fucking avalanche of really good emails come in. So thank you guys for writing in. It's like so fun to open the inbox and be like, holy shit, look at all these. Okay, so this weekend, Saturday, Chad and I are performing together in Pittsburgh at the Biamp Theater. It's part of what radio station? DVE?
DVE. Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't think it's this weekend.
When this comes out.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't this come out? Oh, yeah. I forgot what day it is.
That's okay.
So sorry.
That's okay.
Justin cut it.
No, it'll be fine. And then in July, I'm in San Diego. In August, I'm in Greenville. And then in September through December, in this order, it's Lexington, Fargo.
Fargo at the Fargo Dome?
The Fargo Theater, Denver. And then I shoot my special here in the Twin Cities, St. Paul, October 4th at the Fitzgerald Theater. Get your tickets. They're going fast.
Get them.
Salt Lake City, Chicago, Cleveland, Seattle, San Francisco, Charlotte, Greensboro, and Raleigh. All those tickets you can get at kelseycook.com. Go get them.
Go. I'm going to be with you June 21st in Pittsburgh. We've already talked about that.
Yes.
September 12th and 13th, Austin, Texas. September 26th and 27th, San Diego. September 30th and October 1st, Chicago. October 2nd through 4th, Madison, Wisconsin. October 24th and 25th, Bloomington, Indiana. November 7th through the 8th, Raleigh, North Carolina. November 13th, Timonium, Maryland. If you know, you know. November 14th and 15th, Washington, D.C. I'm going to be at the South Comedy Works in Greenwood Village, November 20th. And then Friday, Saturday, November 21st and 22nd, I'm bringing it on to downtown to do that club. And then December 5th and 6th, Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm going to just say something. A lot of these shows that I just mentioned are going to sell out. You might have some room to wait on Timonium and some stuff like that. But I do think that we're getting close to where these are going to sell out. And December 12th and 13th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then I'm taking several weeks off for the holiday season.
Hell yeah. Okay, guys. We're going to read some questions. This is the part of the show, if you're new, where we answer listener advice questions or just, read great feedback, whatever you guys have. So it's pretendproblemspodcast@gmail.com. Write us an email. And if you want more bonus episodes, it's patreon.com/pretendproblems. Head on over there.
Throwing this out there. I went to a community college for 3 years and never gained enough credits to be a sophomore. So, just to the new people, I just want you to know that I'm answering these questions with street smarts. That's it. Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. So, this is titled Relationship Advice. Is this really a deal breaker? Hi, Kelsey and Chad. I absolutely love your guys' comedy and podcast. I have seen Chad once and Kelsey twice, and you're both absolutely hysterical.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I can't say I've pooped in a box, but I am lactose intolerant, and damn if that bit didn't make me feel so seen. Thank you. I have a relationship question I wanted to run by you to get your take. My boyfriend and I have been together for several years. We do not at all see eye to eye on the acceptable level of cleanliness around the house. I find myself repeating the same chores over and over, and while he says I can ask him for help, two things. One, I don't really want to ask for help as these are chores for shared spaces, dishes, sweeping, general pickup, etc. And two, when I have asked, I'm often met with sarcasm, or he will help for a week and then taper off, or he's just straight up told me no before. If you're listening,
well, I have my
not
answer.
watching, that's my fist in this dude's face. He says, I'm blowing things out of proportion. I'm telling you guys, I really don't think I'm obsessive over this stuff. One example, I'll take care of the dishes several days in a week, and then I'll just get tired of doing it, so I stop. They will pile up until the sink is unusable. I've let them go like that up to a week, and by then he might take care of it himself, or I'll finally ask him to do it. We've talked about this stuff so many times over the course of our relationship. He doesn't want to take turns, split up the chores, keep track on a calendar. At one point, I suggested taking 10 minutes out of each day to choose anything he wanted to take care of around the house, and I would take the rest. That was still a no. His general stance seems to be because it doesn't bother him, it's not his responsibility. It seems crazy to make this a deal breaker, right? We've been to therapy to discuss our other issues, many of which are resolved. Some aren't, this being one. I've run out of ideas for how to approach this. What would you guys say if you were in this situation? I literally do not think I can do chores in this capacity forever. Thanks for everything and for all the laughs. You guys are awesome. Kendra. Kendra, thank you for writing in and for entrusting us with this situation, because I would be losing my fucking mind.
Close that pussy. I mean, I would hang a close sign on my vag so fast for this dude. When he came knocking, I'd be like, fucking closed indefinitely, bitch.
Yeah, dry season.
Yeah. If you could somehow stuff a tumbleweed in your panties and when he pulled them down have that fall out, that would be fantastic.
Oh my God, for real.
Yeah.
That's so funny. They have those little like ornamental like wicker balls at like whatever Home Goods. Oh, please walk by the sink full of dishes and look at him and just clown pant your pants out and just go
Yeah.
Tumbleweeds everywhere.
Truth.
Oh God, Bo just farted. How do I turn on? Okay.
Click it again. Click it to the next level. Girl, what are you doing?
I'm dying. I'm perishing. Fuck. Oh. Welcome to our show. God. What does he eat that does that?
I think it's the greenies.
Well,
Can we say that?
greenies,
Can we say that?
I guess. I mean, they're not a sponsor. They're never gonna
Allegedly.
be now.
It's allegedly the greenies. Well, it's a lot of like good stuff for you.
They made of fucking beans.
I don't know what it is.
Ugh.
It's green. I know that.
Well, his farts are fucking green.
Done?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry for all the swearing. It just really
That's
gets
a lot.
me
It's
going.
pungent. Yeah.
It's pungent. Here's what's crazy about this email, Kendra, is that if you had not started by saying this is your boyfriend, it very easily reads as that this guy is your son.
Whoa. Yeah, it does. Absolutely does.
Yeah. My high school son, my middle school son, whatever, refuses to clean around the house because it doesn't bother him. He's like fine living in filth.
You gonna have kids with this dude? Because all you're doing is getting more people to dirty up your home and not help.
Yeah.
Now, you can teach your kids to help, but you're not going to have a great example in front of them. Here's my advice to most things like this is, do you want to stare at the ceiling when you're trying to go to bed for the next 40 years going, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And this sucks because obviously there are other good things or you wouldn't still be with the dude.
Yeah.
But not willing to help, that's pretty wild. Especially like 10 minutes a day he can't help you and you do all the rest of it. I can't even believe that was suggested. That is some shit that you do with a roommate where your lease is coming up to be done.
Yeah.
You go, okay, 10 minutes is all I'm asking. This is the person you're going to live with forever maybe. And you go 10 minutes and I'll do the rest of it. And he goes, nah, I'm good. That sucks.
It does suck. I mean,
can you send us in some good qualities about him? Because right now I don't like him.
and this is one of those things where it's not just about the dishes and whatever household chores need to be done. It is the lack of respect. It's the lack of hearing that this is an unfair situation and you're asking for his help and he's unwilling to. It's like, it's speaking to his character, and that shit becomes a more overarching thing beyond dishes, and it's just like not great. I will say I have a friend who's in a relationship who was in this situation for a while with her partner. They're still together. She felt very frustrated because he was comfortable living in a much messier, dirtier way than she was.
Oh, is this you?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought for sure you're going to be like, and it's me.
No. We've talked, like, I don't like the clothes on the ground.
Right.
That is like one of the only things though that you do that's like messy.
You know what I've started to do?
What?
I've given it a 2-day, like they can't be on there for more than 2 days. Sometimes I don't get around to it because we're in a hurry or something, but I've tried my hardest to make a 2-day.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Anyways.
I feel like we should just put a hamper I feel like if there was a hamper in the bathroom, it's always the bathroom generally where your clothes are because that's where you get undressed.
Oh yeah, let's just do that.
Just put a hamper in there and
put
just
it up on the tub.
Put it. Yeah. But anyway, no, this is not about us. My friend got to a point where she explained to him, like, this is like a love language thing for me, but beyond that, it's like making me feel like you don't care about me. It's like going into another level of our relationship, and that for some reason really spoke to him, that when it was more like I'm feeling not loved because this is so bothersome. Also, there are all like a million things I see all the time online where it says like, oh, studies show that clutter increases stress in women by 75% or something.
All these are posted by women with dirty husbands. That's all that is. Sometimes you got to draw the line on what you see online, because you go, well, who the fuck is posting this? We don't know. They're not posting their educational history behind it. They're just posting this one thing, and you go, well, yeah, of course that's going to get a lot of likes. And you know what it's going to do? Spark a lot of controversy in the comments. So we don't know if that's right. I know it's right with you. Mm-hmm. Highly sensitive person for the newbies. Highly sensitive person can't stop yelling. This is my normal tone. So it's a lot of stuff around here. But I do agree with you. There's a disrespect level here. Mm-hmm. And if you were to say something like, he's taking away your happiness. And that you just have to say, like, do you respect me or don't you? Right. And the fact that you're not willing to do 10 minutes, by the way, that's got to come off the table. 10 minutes and you do the rest, you're going to be on Dateline for killing him.
Well, also, we were just talking about this with a different person in our lives, but maybe phrasing it like, do you think it's fair that we both live in this house and that I'm the only one cleaning up messes? Like, that's a hard question to get around that answer. I think that really forces him to be like, what are you going to say? Yeah, bro? Like, you think you signed up for a girlfriend?
Dude. That means, are you serious, by the way? And male.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You could actually say, dude, because that's both. That's a full sentence.
That is a full sentence.
Buffalo, 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 buffalo.
So fucking
also
crazy.
A full sentence.
So crazy. Yeah, I feel like your clothes on the bathroom floor are my like pots and pans in the sink. Mm-hmm. I think I have a longer threshold of leaving those before I want to wash them than you do. Like, that doesn't bother you. Like, you get right in there, you do it. You don't seem to care that much. I fucking hate doing that chore, and I just like drag my feet. I hate clothes on the ground, so I always pick mine up. You aren't as bothered by it.
Well, I think what happens is I am in our bathroom twice a day.
Yeah.
And I am out in the kitchen most of the day because I'm eating way too much.
And I'm taking everything showers and being like,
it's okay.
Get your fucking dirty panties off the ground.
How am I supposed to shave my legs with your pee marks on your underwear? Well, I'm old, and sometimes I put it away too fast. Sometimes I'm not done peeing and I don't realize it till I've walked way out, and then I'm not going back. So
just like a napkin, you dab the corners of your urethra.
I honestly might start putting a pad in my underwear.
Oh my God. Are you leaking that much?
Sometimes.
Oh, wow. Is that like more and more as you get older? You just gonna start peeing your panties?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, when I stopped on the way back from the cabin last night to pee, and then I walked out of the truck stop, and I was like, well, fuck, I'm not done. And I just go, Little piss shiver, and there it went. And so I go, well, that's why you wear underwear. A piss shiver is when, have you ever sat down and you have to pee really badly, and then you just go, oh,
yeah.
Like that? That's a piss shiver.
Oh, but you do that all the time?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was like a common thing. So fun. Yeah, I would really love an update on this one. I mean, I get you writing in, I get you asking somebody else, like, am I really going to end the relationship over dishes? But it's like, it's not just dishes. It's like the whole house cleanliness, and just his attitude about it is real piss poor.
Yeah, you're not ending a relationship over dishes. You're ending a relationship over another human being not willing to participate in the group chores of the home. And I think that's a long time. It's a long time to go. Forever. It's a long time.
Yeah.
But again, I promise you there are good attributes to this dude because you're still there, right?
Of course.
So, but this is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. For as many arguments as we get into on and off this podcast, I do appreciate that so much in you and in this relationship, that like in terms of household stuff, we've been together almost 3 years and we still are like, hey, don't do the dishes. I'm going to do the dishes. Mm-hmm. Like, we're really good about being like, no, like, I know you did it last time. Let me do it. Or like, I like that we both care about that.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to like,
yeah.
Obviously hard.
It was Kendra, right?
Kendra, yeah.
Kendra, one more thing before we move questions. There are more than one guy on planet Earth that fucks well. If that's what you're worried about, you're going to get some stinkers, but there's more than one. I promise you that.
Yeah. A quote I love is, what is it? If you love the wrong person that much, think about how much you'll love the right person. Something like, I messed up the wording a little bit, but it's like something like that, where it's just like, yeah, don't settle. But I don't think there's like no hope for this guy. It sucks that this is happening and it shouldn't be, but like, I don't know. I think you have to like really have a serious conversation. Yeah. And then if it's not, then and that really fucking sucks. But like it won't get easier to leave. Like, don't waste any more of your life if it does not get better after this big conversation, I think.
Yeah. What's the, it's worse. God, what's the thing about leaving a room?
I don't know that one.
It's, would you rather open a frightening door or stay in the wrong room? Something like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thanks. I might have just come up with that. It's no big deal.
Whoa.
It's someone else's. I just didn't know what it was, so I put the words in there. But.
I like it. Okay, this is another interesting one. This is titled, Who's Right?
Me.
I love ones like this. Shut up. I love ones like this where it's like we get to pick a team. So they say, picture it. It's a weekday morning.
Hold on. God, do I love a story that starts with picture it? Because you know there's going to be details, so you can just shut your eyes and let it happen.
I love our listeners. Picture it. It's a weekday morning and I'm running late. My husband asks if he can help me with anything. So kind. See, let's take a page out of this guy's book, Kendra. Nice. This lady's book. I ask for a piece of toast to eat in the car. As I'm running out of the door, he hands me what I think is what I've known to be toast my entire life. Bread toasted with butter. I'm sorry, this is so funny. He hands me what I think I've known toast to be. Once I get on the highway, I unwrap the paper towel to see simply toasted bread, no butter. Who the fuck? Fuck spelled F-U-Q. Eats toast like this in all caps.
Questions. Yeah, that's hilarious.
This occurred in 2016 and has been dubbed Toastgate. My husband claims that I should have asked for buttered toast, but that's crazy because we had been together for 5 years at that point and never have I ever had unbuttered toast. I'm not a psycho. Even if you believe that society dictates you call buttered toast, which I don't believe is the case, but that's an offshoot of the debate, he should have known. As it stands, we have not settled on the answer and like to ask other people their opinion. So who's right? Marsha. Marsha. Thank you for writing in.
Thank you.
I think
I have my answer. I just want to say that.
Okay, great. I do think you're right. I think we give this man 1 million brownie points for asking if he can do anything and making you toast. I think that's wonderful. I think eating dried toast sounds like a fast way to die on the road. I mean, I would... that shit would get stuck in my throat within 2 bites and I'd be...
Dude, she chokes on water.
I actually choke on
Toast
water all the
would
time.
end her life.
Dry toast, done.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah, you're a goner. Now I'm going to tell you something. I believe toast is toast. I believe it is toasted bread.
Ooh.
So I'm going to tell you something. Should a person then ask, right? This guy is so close to perfect.
Yeah.
Should he then ask, what do you want on it?
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, if everybody's in a hurry and she goes, toast, it is toasted bread.
Sure. Okay.
And so I'm going to say this. He could have asked, what do you want on it? Equally as easy, she could have said, with butter.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone's in the wrong and I don't think anyone's right. I think you both need to get your shit together and communicate, you fucking weirdos.
Marsha, I'm still on your side.
No.
By the way, I had some gluten-free bagels here a while back, which I've since stopped buying, and I had them with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Life flashed before my eyes 17 times by the end of that bagel.
Did you know that's they wet those bagels down and use peanut butter to build homes in Kenya? I'm not kidding.
That fucking checks
That's
out.
how they don't make cement there. They use that.
Peanut butter, gluten-free bagels.
Yeah.
It was crazy. That's such a bad combination. Don't ever do that. It's such a dry thing. And then peanut butter. Fucking best of luck. Okay. We're going to do one more.
Okay.
But I'm so excited for future episodes and for the Patreon questions because, again, you guys have just recently written in so many good ones. So thank you.
That's awesome.
This is titled New Job. They say, hi, Kelsey and Chad. Love you guys a lot. Blah, blah, blah. Getting right to the point. Laughing emoji. My husband just started a new job where he has to commute an hour to and from, and this has been a big adjustment for our family. We have a 5-month-old baby and now have pretty limited time together during the week. This last week, my husband has been having to do more work when he gets home, leading to very limited time together. I try to stay awake and just can't. I find myself feeling very frustrated about not having a lot of time with him. I'm not sure if I'm mad at him or the situation. Obviously, with work and baby and adult responsibilities, I understand we both have to make sacrifices in this new phase of life we're experiencing. My pretend problem, if you will, is that this is leading to not a lot of time for us to see each other and or have sex, as this is super limited already. Just looking for some advice on how to handle my emotions and figure out how to make time for each other. Mom guilt is real, so on the weekends, I feel an obligation to all spend time together when we're not really busy with family. Please do not share my name. My dad listens to this podcast, and I know I have a baby, but I like to believe he still thinks I've never done the deed.
Well, another little Jesus.
Another little Jesus. Would love if this was read on the main podcast. I'm pretty behind from pushing a watermelon out of me 5 months ago and then making sure that watermelon survives on a daily basis. Thanks in advance. Yes, thank you for writing in. Yeah, this is a tough one because it doesn't really sound like there's that much that can be changed at this time. Right? He's got this new job. He has this commute. It's impossible to make more than 24 hours in a day. But with your feelings of frustration, I would, if you're in therapy, great. Use therapy to vent about that. If not, call a friend. But I think you'd be surprised sometimes at like just getting those emotions out of like, this is how I'm feeling. This isn't his fault that he's got this job, but I'm just like, I'm frustrated about it, can get kind of the edge, can take the edge of that off. So if you guys do talk about how you're feeling, it comes out more like, I just miss you so much. And I wish we could be together more rather than like, oh, you're fucking gone all the time. Like, I think that makes a big difference.
Do you have a bouncy chair? One of those chairs you put them in and they spin around and there's all those different games and beads and shit all around, but they can and they can bounce. If you have one of those, you could feed your baby in the morning or whoever does that. The baby gets fed in the morning. You put the baby in the bouncy chair and then you go hump in the shower, something like that. Because eventually you're going to have to start pairing activities together because you're right. There's not enough time. It's 24 hours in a day. I would like to address I don't know if I'm mad at him or the situation. I would say I hope very much it's the situation.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you have to understand, okay, and women listening are going to be like, oh, fucking poor guys. I understand that. But a lot of times you talked about mom guilt. There is dad pressure, right? So this guy, I'm assuming he didn't get a job an hour away that's the exact same pay, unless he got fired or like lost his job. Maybe all the cuts because of the awesome government, he lost his job and he had to get a job an hour away. But if he's making more money, that is dad pressure. So he decided, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be away from my family for 2 hours longer than normal because I want to provide for them. And you can say like, oh, fuck that. That's nothing. But think about the phrases we use in this culture. Man up, grow a pair. Do you have any balls? Like shit like that. It's all male genitalia related, right? So if you don't have balls, you're a fucking, you're a bitch and you don't blah, blah, blah. So there is pressure. Whether you want to admit it or not, men, when they have kids, feel like I would do anything to protect and provide. And so I hope you're mad at the situation and not him because he could be going through that. It's the same thing, just a little bit different than mom guilt, wanting to be around everybody on the weekend. So I would say just try to find little times, and maybe it's going to have to be ones for you, and then later on, one's for him in the shower when you're having sex. Maybe it's not this romantic thing. Maybe it's just going to be some quick fucking. And so everybody can remember what it's like.
Yeah.
And, if you guys aren't having sex that often, I mean, maybe pretty fast for him anyways.
Or like if you don't have time for like a full session, maybe you like break things up into different days. Like, maybe like he gets you off one day, maybe you get him off one day. Maybe it's like little, like maybe it's not going to be the full Monty.
Yeah,
the
that's
full
what I'm
thing.
saying.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you were saying quickie.
I'm saying one for her.
Oh.
Then later on, one for him.
I thought you meant like her masturbating.
Oh, no. Sorry. Let me be specific. You guys are getting each other off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what you're going to have to do and figure out ways. And also that hour drive, I'm not saying FaceTime or anything, but there could be like you could call and or send a pic before he leaves work.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, when the baby's in bed, this is, and I know you're tired. I cannot imagine. I do think moms are more tired than dads.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do it like that, but I do think in general that's probably the case. But dudes are, it's not like that drive home is fucking awesome for him either. So yeah. I think you're just going to have to find little ways to make it happen. And, I think if he sees that picture, it might be a little faster for him. If he says some lovey-doveys in your ear while dinner's happening, it might be a little faster for you. Mm-hmm. Just gotta make some time.
Yeah.
And don't forget, sex causes babies. And when you have two of them, you're never going to fuck again. What do you think of that, Dad?
What is that about?
Her dad.
Oh, sorry. That was so smart. I didn't get it.
Oh, that's okay.
It seemed so it seemed like you were talking to your dad or something. I just was like.
Turns out my dad doesn't watch the podcast because he's dead. I did just get asked to do a podcast for this chain of recovery centers for addiction. And I'm telling you, for just a second, because of what the offer was, I was like, oh, my fucking dad's there for sure. My dad is going to be there for sure, because they offered me to the point where it's like, fart?
Fart, Poe farted.
They offered me to the point where it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, podcasts don't pay to go on them as a guest. And so Chad has been asked to do this particular one that does. It's a very, very sweet offer and situation. Okay, guys, that's it. Sorry for the fan sounds. Oh, don't do that. That's probably going to blow their ears out. We're going to have to have
chance.
Justin. All right, well, we'll see. So, by the way, coming up in the next couple episodes, know that we have emails about the perimenopause situation, which was the couple who wrote, or the guy who wrote in said that he and his wife have been together for 17 years and that she's like had a lot of hormonal changes and stuff. We got such good emails with great advice about couples who have also been in that situation. So that's coming up. We have several emails about like parenting other people's kids in public situations like that. We just have so many good ones coming up that are about recent episodes. So if you've written in, just know we're getting to them. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This was fun. Tell your friends. Share it around. Oh, hi, Mia.
Old fucking allergy tail.
Oh, allergy tail. And if you want more bonus episodes, it's patreon.com/pretendproblems. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.